Good Monday morning, everybody. I was just about to say that normal services have been resumed because I have got my, well, trust me, I've got my coffee. I'm going to pick it up, I'll pour it all over myself. Then I was going to say, and we're watching a bit of news, but it's just gone off. So I'm not watching a bit of news. So how did you sleep?
Pretty well, yeah. Woke up about 4, dozed for a bit and got up about 6:30.
Excuse me. I already just got out of bed. I'm last up. It's 9 o'clock, so it's not like I slept the day away. So it's contagious. How do you sleep, Ian? How did you sleep?
Pretty good.
What time did you get back last night?
Half 9, 10 o'clock.
You must have just missed me because I only went up to bed at 9:30. So you was out for a while. Did you have a hangover this morning? Have you had Alka-Seltzer as the cure-all yet?
I haven't got any left.
Yeah. Did you end up coming up? Did you come up to?
No, I didn't.
No, I was waiting for a text, but yeah. So you had a capacious amount of alcohol then.
Mm-hmm.
Is that holiday?
Focus, not capacious.
Well, capacious is like excessive capacity for, so it could work, but not in the context of using it.
No.
I could just see now, Alan fail, Alan fail, Alan fail. He does that a lot.
They're picking on the fact that I can't think and talk at the same time. I should write these things down, but it's a live vlog. Anyway, seeing what we're seeing, I'm going to have my coffee. I was going to watch a bit of news, but it's finished, so we'll see what we can do. It's another lovely day. You can just see it at the window. Clear blue skies. Fantastic. We're not going for a walk today. It's just going to be a relaxed day and do what you do when you're on holiday. Speak to you shortly. Okay guys, what we've decided to do is to take you around and show you around Coniston. Have a walk around the village. Coming out of the cottages now, Dixon Ground cottages, which rented from the copper mines cottages. Forgotten any other details. Just search up www.coppermines.co.uk. You'll be able to see a webcam which will show you the centre of Coniston. It's a lovely day. It's quite warm, it's nice and warm. So we're just now walking down this way, which is kind of walking towards the lake, and we'll show you a few of the things in Coniston. Okay, so we're kind of on the corner on the main road leading into Coniston. What we have here is our fish and chip place, our place. Not bad chippy, a little bit limited on the menu, but nice. And looking that way, we actually have the only petrol station in Coniston. Now that's showing 109, or regular one there is 112. Just put that in context, it's 106 in Aberdeen at the minute. We're going to walk right down this way. We actually came up this way yesterday, but we're going to walk down to the lake and walk around the lake and come around the back end of the village. Okay, I'm sorry I forgot to tell you, I'll show you, we actually went past the Caravan and Camping Club campsite. So for all you those who want to come down here camping or in the caravan, there is an actual Caravan and Camping Club site in Coniston itself. It's full at the minute, but it's bank holiday Monday, so it's not surprising. And there is another campsite where actually me and Michelle's stayed once. Shall we nip through those? Where me and Michelle stayed before. Sorry, I've got digressed. And nearly got killed. Yeah, we stayed at the campsite up there. It's pretty basic. It's a little bit noisy, if truth be told, of the weekend, because you get a lot of younger people there. But there is a quiet campsite a little bit further on. But I do advise you to book because it's always full. Now we're coming. What we're doing now? We're coming into a little retail park. So let's have a see what we've got here. Okay, in this little retail place, you've got Joint Adventures, you want to look them up. They've got a website, jointadventures.co.uk. You can archery, canoeing, kayaking, bushcraft. I think that's probably where we and Chelle will go the next time we come down. We fancy a little bit of canoeing. There's also a Coniston gift shop there and a Coniston outdoor clothing shop. And you can tell it's got outdoor clothing because it's got wetsuits in it. 3XL for £40. And there is also a lakeside gallery, assuming that looks like a bookshop and looks like it has a little bit of a cafe up there. It's upstairs to a gallery and it's an art gallery. Not going to go in it at the moment. I have been in it in the past, but really there's a lot to see in Coniston, so onward. The Fudgy here, Fudgy and Scarpa. Okay, and what we have at the lake, you can see it's the Bluebird Calf at the lakes. We'll take you on a little bit. Now I've made a bit of a mistake, I've come out with the wrong battery. I've got a dud battery and that's the battery I've put in, so hopefully it won't fail. If it fails I'm going to have to quick lend it back to the cottage because we're not too far away. Well, what you can do here, there's a picnic site and boat launch. As you can see, somebody's coming along now to launch his boat on the lake out there. So boat hire, lakeside walk, Coniston launch and toilets, and there's a boat and bike hire place. And somebody looks like they're doing a charity event. Yeah, moving on, here's the picnic sites, and obviously all canoes and little kiddies going out on the canoes, but I won't film them too much because it'll just get me in trouble. As you can see from this area, it's just been used like any other beach would be used. Cafes, ice creams, sailing, people paddling in the water. The only thing it doesn't have is the grass. It's grass. It's got grass. It's sandy beach. Yeah, another Allen fail. Yes, I shall have to start learning to use my words properly. Sound right in my head. But again, it's a lovely day. Got somebody drying the dog. So get a little bit past these boats and you can see straight down the lake. Nice and lake. There's your view right down the lake. Now one of the things that this lake is famous for was Sir Donald Campbell was killed on it trying to set the water speed record in his boat called the Bluebird, hence Bluebird everywhere, Bluebird Brewery, Bluebird Cafe and stuff. And what we'll do, we'll go around and show you a little bit more of where he's buried, where he killed himself. He actually died on the lake, but it was something like 40 years before they found his body. They dug it up and buried it. Okay, so that was our brief walk along the lake shore, just the top end of Coniston. Just come out from there, you can just see the lake through. Now crossing over a bridge over this stream, brook, whatever they call them, in this area. Probably be a river coming down from the Old Man. What a beautiful view! And obviously leading out and feeding into Lake Coniston itself. Now we're actually going to be walking out and into a technical thing. Yeah, very technical. It's push, not lift. But walking out now, go back to the back end of Coniston. So here we are now at the back end of Coniston. We'll walk from the lake up. This is a road that goes off up to. Oh, I forgot where that road goes to. I'll have to figure it out. Hawkshead, that's it, goes to Hawkshead. And what we can see there is, behind here, obviously there's Coniston here, and above there is the Old Man. So Coniston below the Old Man. Very nice. So we're walking into the back end of Coniston now. Again, I know I've said that. probably cut that bit out. Alan failed. We're just coming to Coniston itself, just back in the Coniston. You can see there's a sign there for Coniston Sports and Social Centre. Now, I've never actually been there, but I've been in the pubs and people say, "Oh, you're going up to that for whatever." There's been events on there, but like I say, I've never been there. Don't know what facilities they have, but you know, I do know that they have occasional dues on, but music, DISCO, is not really my scene. Not that it's a disco, right? Not nowadays, anyway. Moving on, just coming in. So we've got the road to Skelford and Ambleside, and just to prove that I wasn't talking rubbish, the road to Hawkshead, or Townhouse. And I can hear a car coming, so we're going to get out of the way. Okay, we walked a little bit further on now. We're coming up to, there's a little bistro, little shop that's shut down. That used to be an outdoor shop, hairdressers, and a little village shop with various stuff in the window. Brew the clocks. Oh, I could get that from Michelle. She's frightened to death of spiders. I don't think she'd thank me. Oh, Betty Boo. Oh, I think we got some Betty Boo stuff for Elizabeth here once. Can't remember. Michelle will put me right. There you go. Never hide behind a elephant because it poos on you. How astute of them. And this is the cafe where we tried to upload from the Wi-Fi yesterday but failed. And just moving on to there, we've got the Crown Inn at Robinson's pub. Crown Inn and Hotel, or Crown Hotel, not Inn. So it's quite nice food, and you can actually, in there, that's where you go and watch all the sports. They have the Sky Sports. I actually watched the, or part of the European Cup final in the other night. Well, and that is opposite the bus station, which is over there. So yeah, there is bus transport links into Coniston. I have to look them up to find out what they are. Okay, that's us now sitting outside the Crown on the pub benches. We're not having a drink, but we're sitting here to show you one of the iconic views in Coniston. We've got across the road, you've got the church, the main street leading up. You've got the shops, Co-op and things like that. Got a cafe across the road there. And if you see right in the distance there, that is the Copper Mines Cottage headquarters. If you search for Copper Mines Cottage, you'll see a webcam which leads down this way, which leads down this street. And you see there's some bikers over there having a break, because it's lovely bikers weather around here, bikers country around here as well. Okay, so what we've done a little bit of a back tour on ourselves. We're coming to a graveyard, which you might think that's a little bit of a strange place to go to, but what we're here to see is Donald Campbell's grave. See what it says on it. She's just over there, and just wait for them people to get out of the way, then we can have the thing to ourselves. Okay, here we are, we're at Donald Campbell's grave. He was born March 20, 1921 and died in January 1967. And like I said before, they didn't find his body for 40 years. So 1967, 2001, they found his body and they laid him to rest. Now, he was killed, obviously attempting the World War II speed record on Lake Coniston. And I do remember what his last words were. Well, I don't remember, I've seen a film because I don't remember that far back, honest. A film, I mean, his last words were, "I've lost it." It was a bit of an
going.
Oh, was it?
I'm going.
Oh, sorry, I've lost it. I got wrong, Alan fail. So obviously don't remember. But what his last words were, "I'm going." I thought he said, "I lost it, I'm going."
I'm pretty sure it was I'm going.
We'll have to leak that up for you now. Controversy in the graveyard. I'm actually stood on him. So he's probably putting two fingers up to me below there now. Getting his last words wrong. But yes. Campbell at Coniston. Very famous event. Okay guys, I obviously can't come to Coniston and just go to Donald Campbell's grave, because there's another name that is synonymous with this area, and that is John Ruskin, 1819 to 1900. Now, that's a pretty substantial headstone, but the one thing I've just noticed, it's got a swastika on it. Obviously didn't mean what it, in 1900 it didn't mean what it meant to most people nowadays, but yeah, swastika on Ruskin's grave. I'll put a link below to what he was and who he was. But there's a lot of things named around here named after Ruskin. Okay, just across the road there's the church that we've just been into, or the churchyard we've just been into, where Ruskin's grave is. You can see right opposite there's the Udale Inn, and opposite that there's the Black Bull Inn and Hotel. At the back of the Black Bull there's a brewery, the Bluebird Brewery. So obviously they sell the Bluebird better than the worst from that brewery. Free House, I believe the brewery is owned by the son of the landlord, as a local businessman. And you can see now, we've got the main street. I'll just have a quick walk up the main street to show you what else there is. Okay, so you got the back of the Black Bull where we get a little bit of sitting area, right? It's a nice pub and it's quite large. Do good food. We have the village store, the post office, and another store. It makes locally made ice cream, and believe me, it's quite nice. Also a few other shops coming up. Summit Trekkers, cafe there. People who just fancy a cup of tea, and they come down, and a coffee shop. It's looking good. Moving here, there's the Ruskin Museum. Across the road now to go up to the back to the museum. I'm not going to go in the museum. I have been in before, and there's a cover charge to get in, and to be honest, I haven't got any money on me. But his day at work. Walking up the back. They usually have a book fair around here, which is really good for Chelle and Ian, to be quite honest, and I do buy books, but it's not been on the last couple of times we've been down. Oops. Okay, what we have here is an engine from a Halifax 5 built by the Ferry Aviation Authority. I shall put that up so that you can pause and read if you wish. The people that actually died when this aircraft crashed. Now, I've seen this up on the tops where the aircraft crashed on 22nd of October 1944. As you can see, that's that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 cylinder V14. Get that on a motorbike, it'll shift. Obviously the propeller, the remnants of the wooden propeller. 1944. Here we are at the Ruskin Museum. Obviously I'm not going to go in because there's a cover charge to go in it, and I don't have any money on me, so we're going to leave it for the time being. I have been in there before, and my impression is it's rather expensive for what it is. If you look, it's not that big of a museum, so it's quite expensive. And what we have up here is obviously another bed. And this is one for you, Gary. They actually go canyoning up that one. I saw a load of kids coming out of it on Friday night with all the life jackets, crash helmets and stuff on. They'd been canyoning up on this one. And it gets quite steep as we go up. And from this point here, if you look there, right at the top of the hill, I think I'm pointing at it, you can see the sun in. That's just the pub right opposite the cottage, or right next to the cottage, not opposite it. So I'm going to now wander back up and have a cup of tea. And on the way back we're coming past the Coniston Brewery, the Bluebird Brewery, with a Supreme Champion Beer of Britain 1998 and 2012. And they park a car outside. That, you can see, is the Coniston Brewery. They make some nice beer. Obviously, it's up to your own taste. And as I said before, just on the top there, you can actually see the webcam, which will give you a view down the street, past the Barclays Bank and the church and the U down. We're now walking up the back of the Black Bull, back up towards, whoop, that car sounded like it was coming this way, back up towards the cottage and the sun in. One thing you notice around here, there's loads and loads of rhododendrons. It's always looked gorgeous. Michelle's desperate to get a rhododendron in our front garden, which you can do, because they are really nice. As long as we don't get one that grows that big, we'll be okay. Otherwise we won't be seen out of our window. But yes, it's lovely. And again, a nice sunny day. I'm bringing it a wish I'd worn shorts instead of coming out in my jeans, because my legs are roasting. Anyway, go back now and have lunch. And that's me. I've done a 4 round back to the sun in. There is another pub in Coniston, the Ship Inn, which is on the way out towards Torver, basically south from here. Hi guys, we're back at the cottage now. I put my shorts on because my legs were roasting and I was really struggling getting up the hill with hot legs. What we've decided to do now is have a bank holiday, watch a film. So we're going to watch The Martian. Have you seen this yet, Ian?
No.
We've seen it, but we're in for a treat because it's a really good film. So we shall let you know in a bit. That's us. We've watched The Martian and
Seen it before? It's really good.
yeah, we've seen it before. It's really good. That's the first time you've seen it, isn't it, Ian?
Yes, it's very good.
So would you recommend it?
Yes, I would.
Plus points? Minus points?
Plus points.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think was particularly good? What was particularly bad?
Oh, Matt Damon was quite good.
Yeah, I agree. He did play it very well. Bit of a Hollywood finish was my minus points on that. You know, just was. They had to throw in the Hollywood bit, because as we know, if you're an NASA astronaut, you do what you're told.
I don't know. Never been an astronaut.
So there you go. We'll ask them when we're over there in October or November, whenever it is, we're going down to NASA. Okay, so I'll speak to you shortly. Okay guys, what we're doing now, we're actually going to go out, meet Ian in the pub. Ian's been in the pub a couple of hours. Obviously he's heavier drinking than what we are, so he gets a head start. And you can see we've just gone under the cloud, but it's still a beautiful evening. We've been really well with the weather. Anyway, we're going to meet Ian in the Udale, in one of the pubs I showed you this. Looks like I was in Ian's way. Yeah, we met up with Ian now. We're in the Udale. Just a quick scan of the pub. And we're going to move on to
Somewhere else.
So, here we are again, sitting outside the Crown Inn. Nice evening. Oh, the sun's just going to go in behind a suspiciously black cloud, but it's still nice. If anybody knows what an SDR is on a GoPro, please let me know, because I've just had it about 4 times now. I don't know, I know it's probably something to do with the SD card, because that's a bit of a clue. But anyway, here we are, we've moved on to the next pub now. We're actually one of them pubs we passed, what is it, the Crown?
That's cool. We're
in the Crown, sit by the window. I'll give you a bit of a scan of the pub. We're sitting a little tucked away in the corner, but yeah, it's a nice pub. That's us back at the cottage now. That's me and Michelle. Ian's staying out for a little bit longer. There's a television programme that Michelle wants to watch. So, which one is it?
The Big Spring Clean.
Big Spring Clean. Elizabeth, tell your mum.
What?
She does know how
Of course I know how to clean.
to watch programmes. I'm just going to shut up now before I get dig myself a big grave. Anyway, tomorrow morning we're going to go for a walk. We've had a really restful day. Just had a potter around the town. That's kind of it. We're going to watch a bit of TV now and snooze. Oh, and we watched The Martian as well, which is a very good film. I do recommend it. 5 Carlins out of 4. Or 4 Carlins out of 5 is actually what I meant to say. In my defence, I've just come from the pub.
Alan Phil.
Yet again. Anyway, I'm going to call it now. So, it's a good night from me.
And it's a good night from him.
Good night.